What is no-fault insurance and why do you need a dash camera? I'm Ben from Safe Drive Solutions, your dash cam specialist, and we're going to talk about no-fault insurance today. So ICBC is the insurance provider in Lower Mainland BC, Canada. So due to fewer crashes during the pandemic, the insurer made $1.54 billion in 2020-2021. Of those profits, $900 million were returned to customers in the form of rebates. At 3 quarters through the 2021-2022 fiscal year, ICBC is forecasted to make $1.9 billion in profit. The dramatic increase is due to the investments performing well and a decrease in costs due to no-fault insurance. So what is no-fault insurance? So when I lived in Alberta, I was with Intact. And with Intact, I had no-fault insurance, or accident forgiveness as they like to call it. So I actually ended up getting into an accident, and they said that I had accident forgiveness. So none of my rates changed, nothing happened. I ended up moving from Alberta to Ontario. When I did this and moved from Alberta to Ontario, I told them that I had no accidents. So they ran it, gave me these amazing rates, and then my driver's abstract came in. The driver's abstract showed that I had an accident. So now, because I was in Ontario, I actually found out that I had to go with Intact as well as I had Intact in Alberta. That way they would see my accident forgiveness. After living in Ontario for about 2.5 years, we moved from Ontario to BC. And BC, being that it's ICBC, government insurance, did not recognize any of my accident forgiveness, as Intact was not available as the number one insurance provider. So because it wasn't available for that, they looked back and seen my accident from 8 years prior and made me pay these expensively high rates. More than double what I should have been paying, because they seen it as me having a full accident. So if you live in BC right now and you've been judged to be involved in a 50-50 accident, and you plan on moving to a different province, let's say in the next 5 to 7 years, when you go to those other provinces, there's no ICBC, which means they're going to see it as you having a full accident against your car insurance. This is not a good position to be in. So this is one of the reasons why I recommend having a dash camera, to prevent getting involved and being blamed for a 50-50 collision. A lot of these 50-50 collisions end up not being your fault, but you're getting blamed for it because you have no evidence to prove otherwise. So why you need a dash cam? Well, back in the day, people used to pull over to the side of the road and help you out when there is an accident. Someone would be your witness and would give a statement to the police officer. Nowadays, people are not pulling over the side of the road as often, which means you are on your own. With dash cam footage, you have a silent witness who can tell your story. Without it, you may be deemed to be in a 50-50 collision. As I drive the roads, I see so many people looking at their phones. They're texting, playing games, or etc. With so many people not paying attention to the roads, would it not be smart to protect yourself while driving? Many of my clients tell me stories. One client in particular had somebody throw themselves onto the hood of their car in downtown Vancouver. Their fender and hood is completely dented. ICBC told him that if the person comes forward saying you ran into them, that you would be at fault. However, if he had a dash cam, it would have proven that the pedestrian threw themselves onto his hood. This actually scared the client so much, he actually got his whole fleet of vehicles done and got both of his personal vehicles done. because he couldn't believe that somebody could take advantage of him like this, all because he didn't have a dash camera and he didn't have any witnesses come forward and say, I seen that guy, jump on your hood. Does this seem right to you, that you would be guilty for doing nothing wrong? Another client of mine went through a green light and another car ran a red and hit him. Police officer on the scene judged it to be 50-50 as there were no witnesses. Nobody stood around, nobody came by and said, hey, are you okay? Or, hey, I seen the whole accident. However, he provided the video evidence with his dash cam showing he drove through the green when there was impact to his vehicle. With his dash cam, this has judged him to be innocent. I'm just making this vehicle video because I want to make sure that people are aware of what's going on out there. There's plenty of other challenges and examples and everything that are happening on the roads every single day. And, similar to people who you're sitting at the stoplight and somebody puts it in reverse and hits the vehicle behind you. And now the person behind you gets blamed when they actually did nothing wrong. So you need to make sure that you actually have the information available to you. Anyways, if you like our videos, make sure you like and subscribe. I appreciate everybody. Our subscribers just keep going up. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave comments down below. Thanks a lot.